Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief here in the QI Tower, guys. Our proud representation of credibility in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. All right, guys, and I'm so excited. Now I'm mixing a little bit. I'm doing my Wednesday message on at home with my iPad and here with my brother Mike behind the camera, who's been recording me for so many years. All right, so firstly, all of you watching this Wednesday message, all right, for some reason you are not supporting my VTube channel. A few months ago, I started a VTube channel, a YouTube channel called Pathman Senathirajah, which is an open source platform. So please click, subscribe, comment, and notification bell. That's what they say. I'm using that as my legacy platform so that when I'm gone up back home, you guys, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, for 1,000 years down the road, I think YouTube will still exist. And people can watch and learn what I have learned from Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, my 24-year journey as an entrepreneur, as a networker, as your upline chief. And I'm excited about it, okay, guys? So I'm trying to upload as much videos as I can. So please go to YouTube, Pathman Senathirajah, my official YouTube channel. That's my promo part of my Wednesday message. Now, welcome to week 17, guys. And today I want to address something that's very important. So please, everyone, listen carefully. This is your chief talking to you. Human nature number one, which is the greatest enemy of entrepreneurship, of network marketing, of building your QNet business to max out, is a very complicated human nature called laziness. I know all of you are panicking and looking at me and say, Chief, I'm not lazy, I'm working, presentation. No. Laziness is not only reflected on our ability to do physical things or to do activity. Laziness is here. The body becoming lazy, that means you're just a moron, okay? And I'm saying this with love. But the biggest problem in network marketing is when the mind becomes lazy, when the commitment becomes lazy, when the consistency becomes lazy. All right, because think about it. Network marketing is hard work. And hard work is what everyone is allergic to. I remember Dato Sri Vijay gave me advice 24 years ago. When I started my journey as a networker, he said, Pathman, this requires hard work. And I thought, okay, who doesn't know that? It's common sense, I thought at that moment. But I realized what he meant. It's not the hard work of doing presentation, running events, flying around the world, building your organization. The hard work, the real hard work, is remaining switched on here. Remaining, on the ball. All right? Evolving, growing, changing, adapting, adjusting, accommodating to the changing environment, the challenges internally in the network and from the external environment. And I realize why people get lazy. All right? Number one, it's human nature. So you right now sitting on your sofa, in your car, watching on your mobile phone, your iPad, your computer, doesn't matter. You and I both have this lazy DNA. We were born with it. Humans are born with this DNA that we deserve to relax. We deserve a break. We need to chill out. We need a balanced life. All of this are the enemies of your journey to max out. All of these are the fundamental internal enemies that comes out in the form of an ego that slows you down, distracts you, completely destroys your potential to reach your TAT every week. And I realize this. This is the number one problem I face. All right, networkers can sit in front of me and say, Chief, I have a dream. I will do whatever it takes, Chief. I am a warrior of Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran. And then they don't do anything. They don't think about the future. They don't find solutions to challenges. They don't have, intelligent discussions. They don't allow people into their lives to push them and wake them up. Instead, they avoid these people. Like a coach B, like a mentor, like an aggressive upline. Alright? And this is a fundamental problem in network marketing. So first, let's do an audit of you. And I will tell you why the DNA of laziness is getting stronger in you as you're watching this Wednesday message. Ask yourself one question. I don't care who you are. Max out King, Queen, VP, AVP, VC, just signed up. Alright, this is your chief in Coach B mode. Okay? So empty your cup and listen. I love you. Alright, that's why I'm doing this. Number one, when was the last time you did a direct presentation? When was the last time? When was the last time that you did a presentation? When was the last time that you picked up the phone, called the prospect, go down to the coffee shop, took out a piece of paper, did a presentation to sign up a direct referral, place them somewhere in your tree that could benefit a lot of people, and make a commitment that you're going to build that person to the best of your ability? First question. If the answer is 3 days ago, 3 months ago, some of you 6 months ago, that means the laziness DNA has seriously woken up in you and we got to put it back to sleep. Second audit question that I'm asking you. When was the last time you sat down, took out a piece of paper, and seriously wrote down your dreams again? Because your first dream list is gone, guys. You bought your Toyota. You bought your Swatch watch. Alright, you took your wife to a romantic dinner or husband out for holiday. It's over. Your first dream list is the most important dream list, but it's also a dream list that could slow you down because you have achieved it and you think, I don't need to do more. Because that was my first dream list. A dream list has to be written multiple times. I write my dream list every year, guys. Every year I write down my dream list. I sit down in a moment of mauna after counseling with Dato Sri Vijay, talking to my family, understanding what's my needs. And my dream list includes material things. Alright, a better house, better car, better life. It includes personal development goals. It includes strengthening relationships with people that matter. So when was the last time you reviewed your dream list? When's the last time you took it out and look at it? And ask yourself an honest question. Have you given up? Alright? Have you compromised? Have you lowered the bar so you look like you achieved something instead of putting the bar higher and pushing yourself out of a comfort zone? So that's the second audit question. The third audit question, alright, that you have to ask is how strong are your relationships with the people around you? And I asked this question to Dato Sri, how do I test this? These are the same question he asked me that I'm asking you. And the new kids watching, alright, this will be the greatest learning that you need to continue your journey after this. How strong are your relationships? How many people can you truly push and be Coach B and hammer when necessary without the fear of losing them? Because most of us walk on eggshells because we are afraid to push people. Whether it's in the corporate world or in the networking world, we are afraid. Because we don't want to lose friends. We don't want to lose relationships. Let me tell you, if you have a relationship that you think is so powerful, but is driven by fear of losing each other, then there is no relationship to begin with. I told you guys many times on my Instagram live, you have to push people knowing that you might lose them. Alright? As long as you have trespass, as long as they are your group A, committed people, you got to give them a wake-up call. Because all your leaders are also lazy. Like you. Alright? Laziness creeps up. It doesn't come and say, ta-da, I'm here. No. It creeps. You don't realize this. And I realize when I'm lazy, like on a Saturday or Sunday, I suddenly realize I'm thinking like the normal 95% of the world that I deserve a break. So now I've disciplined myself to do things on Saturday, Sunday, my Instagram live, talking to all the leaders around the world on Saturday, spending time with whoever is in Malaysia, whether for half an hour over coffee, whatever. I push myself. Because this laziness DNA will sneak up on you. You don't realize it's there. Now the third question, right? How strong are the relationships? You need to test them. Dato Sri Vijay always told me, a relationship is a rope that you're going to use to climb a cliff, Pathman. Don't you want to test the rope before you climb? So these relationships you supposedly have are the ones that are going to take you to max out. Stronger the relationship, the bigger the check. I always say this. Stronger the relationship, the bigger your commission every week. But when are you going to test that relationship? When are you going to test that rope and then climb the cliff? So if you're going to climb the mountain of max out, it will depend on the strength of your relationships, and if you don't test those relationships, you will never know the strength of the relationships. So that's the third point. All right, the fourth point, which is fundamentally important. All right, laziness directly creates selfishness. All right, when you are lazy, you think about yourself. I need to rest. I need to take a break. I need to go on a holiday. I need to hold hands with my mother-in-law and sing Kumbaya, which I love to do anyway sometimes. Okay, all right, but it creates you back to who you were before QNet, which is a selfish human being. In QNet, you cannot succeed if you are selfish. You have to be selfless. You must be the opposite of selfishness. That means your success is completely dependent on how you create success for other people in your organization. And this is where the fourth question comes in. All right? How many people have you helped to 250 a week? How many people in your group are at 2,000 a week? How many of your leaders are at 5,000 a week? And if you are brand new, have your 2 directs been activated by finding 2? When are you going to get them to their first commission or first step of 2 to 5? All right? This is fundamentally important. So a lot of people become lazy, especially leaders, because they think now they are no longer responsible for the success of their downlines. They just come and sing songs and do training and go back and become lazy. All right? But Dato Sri Vijay consistently told me, Pathman, the real hard work in network marketing is raising others, not only raising yourself. The ability to raise others defines whether you are a quality leader in network marketing. That's the fourth question. How many people in your downlines, your leadership, are earning consistent checks, are hitting their TAT? Because this represents your hard work. So lazy people tolerate their downlines not achieving TAT. Laziness tolerates their downlines being switched off because you are afraid to have switched on downlines, because they will nag and irritate you and hunt you down and wait outside your house and ring the doorbell. The greatest gift you can have in network marketing is to have downlines who are hungry, because they will prevent you from becoming lazy. They won't let you rest or sleep. I have downlines who call me at 5 in the morning until today. I have people who bug the living daylights out of me. That is the greatest gift, Dato Sri Vijay always told me. So the fourth point is, measure the audit. How many people have you helped succeed? Because that's the true definition of whether you are lazy or not. So listening to me today, the 4 points, measure these 4 points. When's the last time you did a presentation, my brothers and sisters? All right? When is the last time you reviewed your dream list and wrote a new dream list? Like Dave Wadhwani says, make your fish tank bigger and bigger and bigger consistently, or not you cannot lead people. How strong are the relationships that you have? Are you truly a coach B? Are you truly pushing people? Because if you're lazy, you will naturally not push people because you don't have the credibility to push people. I cannot tell people to work hard if I'm at home singing Kumbaya on the sofa, guys. All right? And the fourth is, how many people have you truly raised in your organization? So this is audit time. This is Chief giving you a wake-up call, because you are lazy. All right? If you're not consistently woken up by your uplines, like how Dato Sri Vijay wakes me up weekly, daily, sometimes monthly if required, all right, you will naturally become lazy, because that is human nature. Human nature is to eat, full tummy, sit down and sleep. So to become max out, forget our enemies out there. Forget the negative media and all this bull sugar. Those things will go away. They will resolve on their own, guys. Your greatest enemy is laziness. Your greatest enemy is yourself. Your greatest enemy is human nature. to be easily satisfied, to be easily comfortable, to lower the bar instead of raising the bar. Your greatest enemy is the comfort zone of laziness. So to my V family out there, the warriors of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, wake up. This week, week 17, recognize the fact that you have become lazy. I know. I'm looking at you. And change. Now the solution to not be lazy anymore is go to somebody you respect and tell them, David Sharma, I'm becoming lazy. Smack me out of it. Arun George, I'm becoming lazy. Satya, after listening to Chief Wednesday message, I'm lazy. Atli, I'm becoming lazy. That's what I do. The minute I feel the laziness virus or DNA coming, I call Dato Sri Vijay. I say, Ane, I need to see you. And I spend 15 minutes with him. Boom! I wake up. Now I last longer than you. I'm also human. So if you fail these 4 audit questions and you think, oh my God, Chief, you're right, I'm becoming lazy. Make an emergency call to your coach B. Make an emergency call to your upline. Immediately demanding for basic building block number 7 counseling session. Alright? Or not. The laziness is going to be more permanent and it'll be harder to wake you up. Are you guys with me? When you see the slightest symptom, go see the doctor. Who is the doctor? Your working upline. Alright? A V counsel, an AVP, a V partner. Get back into their zone and wake up, guys. This is my message to you in week 17. We don't need to focus on fighting the world. Fight the enemy within, that is laziness. So this week, get out of your laziness zone. Alright? Do your presentation. Re-look at your TAT. Do your dream list. Go back to your leaders and wake them up. Alright? And focus on their checks. But do it with the credibility that you have woken up. Or not, they're going to laugh at you. Are you guys with me? Make week 17 one of your greatest weeks. I love you guys.